All right, we're back here. Segment number 2 on Sports Junkies. I'm your host, Josh, along with my other co-host, Nikki. And we're live here. We're live here in our Delaware studios. But anyways, Hometown Heroes. This is where we talk about our favorite sports teams, and we're all Ohio fans. And we'll get to those teams right now. First off, the big news I read off of the web, the old trusty World Wide Web. Mike Holmgren, possible candidate for the Vice President of Football Operations with the Cleveland Browns. Kind of a role Bill Parcells took over with the Miami Dolphins. Changing their team around, making them a little bit, more respectable.
Running the Wildcat, maybe? Maybe he invented that whole Wildcat.
Yeah, he could have. They call him the tuna, and that's kind of an animal, similar to the Wildcat. Why don't they call it the Wild Tuna?
I'm not going there.
How about the Tuna Cat? But anyways, Mike Holmgren, the famous coach of the Green Bay Packers, Seattle Seahawks. And I also heard he was a big Charlie Fry fan in Seattle.
Really? Maybe you'll bring him back. Your hometown boy coming back? That would be great.
Willard native, Charlie Fry, backup quarterback for the Oakland Raiders. Third string, but he's now the backup because of what's his name? Got hurt from Oakland. Jamarcus Russell, is that his name? I don't know. I think it sounds right. But he could be the next Vice President of Football Operations with the Cleveland Browns. And you know what? Mike, please, come.
They need your help.
We need something. Browns have a big Monday Night Football game coming up, too. And
with a possible
protest.
Late arrival protest type thing. I don't know how
they're
it's going
to go. They're trying. Guys, a couple fans in the Dog Pound. Two of the biggest fans are trying to organize this thing where the stadium's nearly empty at opening kickoff. And Josh Cribbs will probably run it back for a touchdown. There'll be nobody there. But I don't know what to think about the lockout and everything. We'll talk the lockout. What am I saying? The protest. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. And we'll report back about that in a future show. Moving on. Next topic.
All right, we got the Cavs. Not really NBA girl till we kind of got together now with LeBron there. I'm kind of a bandwagon fan. I will admit it.
They are in Cleveland now.
They are in Cleveland. It makes it harder, but they got my boy Shaq now, which makes it way easier to cheer him on. So they're off to a slow start though. Only a 4-3 record.
Who have they lost to in this season? They lost to the Boston Celtics on opening night.
A close one to the Bulls.
At home. They've lost 2 at home already, and they also lost on the road against the Toronto Raptors. Don't ask me. Maybe it had to do with Turkoglu playing for the Raptors. They still thought he played for Orlando.
Yeah, that guy kills us.
But they're 4-3. They just came off Friday night's big blowout of the New York Knicks. It ended up being a 9-point game, but it was a blowout most of the game. But congrats to the Cavs for that win. And no, LeBron, he's not coming to the New York Knicks, so why would he want to lose? Anyways, Shaq is doing good for the Cavs. Tell him about him.
Diesel. What is that? Is that his average?
Yeah, for this year.
Okay, it's averaging this year 11 points with 7 boards. Kind of slow in the paint. Kind of let some of the younger ones ride on by. Kind of drives me nuts, but looks good. Looks healthy. Looks like he's still ready to play. So hopefully that's is what they need to make that push in the playoffs to get to the finals, and hopefully bring your beloved championship back to Cleveland. I think the problem is they just have too much talent. They don't know how to, really go to who, what situation yet. So I'm not a
guys haven't.
The bench is super deep.
They don't know the roles yet.
Exactly.
Hopefully Coach Mike Brown will get things together and the Cavs can challenge Boston Orlando. And Orlando's the Cavs' next game coming up on Wednesday night. Should be a good one in Orlando, home of Mickey Mouse. It's a small world after all.
All right.
Under the sea.
I'm going to take the next one, too, since...
Move on to the next topic. The Cavs are gone. Their history. The game's over. Next.
All right. The Bengals...
Who day? Who day?
Wow. Did that hurt you to say it? Like, you're
I was
good.
making,
You're doing good.
I was making fun of it.
Okay. They're 6-2.
Who day?
4-0 in the AFC North. They're leading it at the top.
Big win today.
Crazy win today. Waiting for something bad to happen, but they kept it together. Didn't let the Ravens anywhere near coming back in that game.
Quote the Ravens, nevermore shall they beat Cincinnati.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But like a lot of Bengals fans, I'm kind of waiting for the ball to drop, for the other shoe to come down, for something horrible.
Like a Browns receiver waiting for the pass to be dropped.
Something horrible happening, like Carson getting taken out with his knee again. Something crazy like that. But hopefully we can keep it together. The next 5 games, we got the Steelers next Sunday.
Oh, that'd be a good one in Pittsburgh. I'll be watching that one.
It's for the, what is it, the top of the...
AFC North.
AFC North, yeah. The Browns, the Raiders, the Lions. Hopefully 3 easy wins there. And then again, a tough game.
At Minnesota.
And
against
the
Fighting Favres.
The purple.
So, 1, 2, next 5 games, if you... What goal do you have there? Steelers, Browns, Raiders, Lions, and Vikings, and Bears. Oh my, not Bears. You already picked Bears. But Steelers, Browns, Raiders, Lions, and Vikings to recap next 5 games for the Bungles, I call them. They're the Bengals, but the Bungles is what Browns fan calls them. What's your goal in those 5 games? What record would you like to have after 5 games, those 5?
Well, obviously 5-0. I would like to take those games, but...
What would you settle for?
I would settle for... I'm not good with this. 3 out of the 5.
3-2?
Yeah, 3-2. I'm not good with that, but
4-1.
I left 4-1. If we could take the Browns, Raiders, Lions, and Vikings, or the Steelers in that, and leave maybe the Vikings out. I think the Steelers and the Vikings are going to be the tough game there. Hopefully the middle one, although the Browns gave us a lot of trouble last time, so hopefully the game where they come back and try to fight for a win isn't against us. But we'll see. I'm super excited. They haven't made it to the playoffs only one other time in 19 years. I'm 23. It's been a long...
I won't say my age, but...
Sad road.
But this might have something to tell you how old I am. Just
wow. All right.
That's why we're at. Okay, moving on to the Ohio State Buckeyes. We started off talking about the Browns, we moved to the Cavs, then we jumped down to Cincinnati, then we're going to jump back right around full circle to Columbus. Home of the Buckeyes, OH.
I-O.
Great win on Saturday at Happy Valley. It turned out to be a very sad valley for Joe Paterno and his beloved Nittany Lions. Buckeyes all over Penn State, 24-7. What are your thoughts about the game?
I watched half of the game. The other half I was getting ready for the hockey game, but Terrell Pryor looked awesome.
Unbelievable game for him. I call it the coming out party for Pryor.
He did. Hopefully, this is what we're going to see in the next 2 years. Comfortable in the pocket, checking down those receivers, beating them long, beating them on the ground. Like I said, let him do his thing. Let him run if he wants. Let him do his thing. He's an athlete. He knows what he's doing. Cameron Hayward.
Oh, the defense this year has been huge for the Buckeyes. That's what has led to their great record so far. Cameron Hayward, I hope that's his name. Cameron Hayward, I know it's Hayward. His dad was a football player, Ironhead Craig Hayward, a fullback back in the NFL. But he's tearing it up for the Buckeyes this year. He was the NCAA Football Defensive Player of the Week. He led the team in tackles. He had a couple sacks on Saturday of Penn State. Awesome game for Hayward and the Buckeyes defense. And the offense pretty good too, 24-7 win. And the Buckeyes are now ranked number 11 in the latest BCS standings. So next week for the Buckeyes, the Iowa Hawkeyes at home. And we'll get to that later on in the show. But that's our segment of Hometown Heroes. And our screen went blank for a minute, but that's our Hometown Heroes segment. Stay tuned, we're at the 10-minute mark, so we're going to go away and come back with the disabled list. And maybe press pass, we'll see what time allows. You're watching Sports Junkies with Josh.
And Nikki.
See ya after this.